Yes! Please stay on. Please stay on. All right, y'all, we got him. We got the one we need. If we can net him, we got the one we need. Holy crap. Come on, come on. Get in this net.
Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Kambotrout Fishing. On today's video, taking you with me on my trip down at the VKAE Snakes at Dark Snakehead Tournament. It was me against about 39, a total of 40 other competitors out there. And man, it was a struggle. It was a fight. And you might be able to tell from the title, but it was a journey. I'm going to show you how it all broke down. When we get to the end of it, I'll break down what made me successful out here. All the planning, all the gear, all the tips. Well, most of the tips. Some of those you have to intuit from the actual video. So pay attention, grab your snacks, let's go fishing. Now, unlike other tournaments up to this point, this was a PM tournament. Lines in time was 1 p.m., then it lasted till 9 p.m. So first thing was first. I had to check in here at the ramp, get in that long queue, and then try to beat feet, go as fast as I can to the spots I was trying to fish. Did a lot of scouting, a lot of planning for different things throughout the day, different wind directions, lighting conditions, activity levels, and I was just sure I was not going to get my first choice of spots. But that's not how things played out.
Alright folks, by some miracle, we've arrived and I'm able to fish the location I want to fish. As of right now, I see two fry balls. Two fry balls already, right to my right. I'll look at them in a moment and see if we can zoom in on them. And I'll show you exactly what I'm looking at, in case you're not familiar with what a fry ball looks like. That's what a fry ball looks like. You can see the one directly where I'm pointing, the other is just beyond it. Those are snakehead fry, and the parents will guard them for a few weeks, up until they reach about 4 or 5 inches in length, and then they are on their own. But during this time, this is when snakehead are arguably the most vulnerable. Oh, I see a third fry ball. My God. I need this tournament to start. But this is when snakehead are most vulnerable because they are very protective parents. Now, on more pressured water, it can still be a real chore to get them to strike, even if you're having a lure inside the fry ball. But, ethical or not, it's a very solid technique for catching them. It's 12:33, so that gives us about 27 minutes until line's in. Keeping an eye out for what's moving and what they're doing. Conditions report. The skies right now, they're not quite bluebird anymore. They were completely bluebird this morning. Blessedly, we have some cloud cover moving in now. We'll see if that cloud cover continues to accumulate. I hope it does. I hope it becomes a cloudy evening. It'll make the bite so much better. But I think we're getting close to being a static or a flat high tide. And I think the real bite, the best bite of the day, will be between probably 3 to 6 p.m. with that outgoing tide. Time will tell. All right, folks. Catch up with you at lines in time. Man. Some bass blowing up this fry ball on my right. We'll see if they strike again.
A few moments later.
There they go again. Need this tournament to start, man. Another fry ball right here, y'all. Yeah, I'm not seeing any parents with them. None. 1 o'clock. Line's in. Here we go. And here's a snakehead fry ball, but again, it just seems unaccompanied. Look at them. They're everywhere. But I haven't seen a single parent rise. Not one. I'm starting to wonder if snakeheads sometimes leave the fry ball for extended periods of time. I used to be pretty assured that wasn't the case, but as time goes on, I really wonder. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. That's a good one, y'all. That's a good one. Get in there. Yes, that's a very good one. Heck yeah. All right, y'all. That is Tackle Honker. Tackle Honker. Yes, blow me up into the weeds. That's exactly what I want. Blow me right up into the weeds. Get my gloves out the way. Get him in there. Oh yeah. That's a dragon class fish, y'all. Let's do this intelligently now. That's a big boy. Oh, God. Oh, she is mad. I tell you, she is mad. There we go. Got her on grips. Let's get this fish on the board and measured. Wow, this frog is like destroyed. Thank God I have one or two more honkers with me, because I mean, I tell you, she destroyed it. Ooh, she is mad. Ooh, this fish is mad. She will not open up for anything. Let me get the hook out, dude. Come on. There we go. Okay. There she is, and she'll go just under 31. It's 30 3/4. 30 3/4. But yeah, that's the importance of making sure that they have it, because when she initially struck, she missed. But I kept it in the strike zone, got her attention again, and made it happen. Let's double check the photo. I think that looks okay. I gotta check the lip contact. I think it's good, but I need to be sure. Let's try that one. Yeah, that's better, I think. Yeah, that's better. There she is, y'all. There she is. That's a way to start the tournament. What a beautiful, beautiful fish. Thank you so much. I don't think she appreciated my thanks. Yeah. There you go. Heck yeah. All right. Action going down further down shoreline. Let's go check it out. Yeah, I'm going over top of a bunch of bluegill beds right now. That's right where that snake was when she hit. So to some degree, these fish are probably sitting around the bluegill beds and picking them off like big bass will. Which makes sense. They do eat a lot of the same prey. So one of my original plans here was to fish this arrowhead as the tide pulls out. I don't know if I'm going to stick with that plan. I'm not sure there's enough water here, even at high tide, for them to push in like I thought they would. I'm just seeing some pretty shallow water up here. I mean, if they wanted to be here, it's enough for them to be here, but they'd have to want it. And with the bluegill beds being out from it, I feel like the big fish could sit just as easily over here in comparatively safer water, hanging out inside that hydrilla, closer to deeper water access. That was a snake. See him? That was a snake.
Watch very closely here on this next shot. You might see a snakehead rise up through this grass. Now, if you didn't see that just now, rewind it, play it again. The snakeheads that are often on these fry balls, deep in this hydrilla, or just hanging out in these big grass mats in general, a lot of times all you're going to see from even a massive snakehead is a little nose poking up through the grass for them to breathe some atmospheric oxygen. Got to keep a very close eye out there. And myself, many other anglers out here, we spent a long time on these fry balls today. But either A, parents weren't present, or B, the parents that were there, they were some seasoned, very wise parents. Very rarely would they hit.
Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that.
Come on, man.
It's a pretty slow one, bro.
You only got the one.
Yup. Well, folks, I made it a point for this tournament not to be cruising the leaderboard the whole time and looking at it. I really wanted to focus on my game, my tactics, my surroundings. So I wasn't watching the leaderboard. But from talking to my buddy Kevin out here, apparently at this point in the day, I was in second place with just that one fish. When I tell you it was a tough bite, it was a tough bite. Bluebird skies, they really shut those snakehead down. But that being said, at this point in the day, I also had the biggest snakehead in the tournament, which is a side pot. Nice little chunk of change. But then, of all people, one of my teammates rolls up and does this.
Stay hooked. Stay hooked. Clean. Stay hooked. Steve, that might be my PB.
Yes, dude.
Holy shit, dude. It's a monster.
She popped a frog too, didn't she? I heard it. Now Jason's very impressive catch right here, that 32.5. Well, it knocked me out of the big snakehead for the time being, and knocked me down from second, I think, to around third or fourth. And from this point on, for the next many hours, and I mean about 5 hours, it was tough. I was cruising, looking for the water that was shielded from the wind, also the water that had shade because these skies were largely bluebird, and all of that, along with this outgoing tide and things getting locked up with this grass, is bad news for snakehead. So I really had to pull out every last trick I knew. But eventually, despite spooking fish and not getting hardly any other bites for a long time, about 5 hours, the wind died, and I went to an area that I had planned on going to as soon as that wind died. It died as scheduled. I got to the spot as scheduled, and here's how it went.
Fry ball. I got a fry ball. Haven't seen parents yet, but I'm keeping an eye out. Smart parents taking them right to cover. Oh. Come on, parents, eat. It's an absolute monster. She almost got it, but not quite. He missed it. Whew, this darn hydrilla. Sometimes it's too thick. There they are.
Come get a taste.
Please stay on. Please stay on. Stay on. I think I got her. I got her, y'all. I got her. I got her. I got her. Dragonfish. Dragon. Oh, hell yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's so big. Y'all, it's so big.
That's what she said.
Michael, please.
There he is.
Please.
Come on.
This fish is so big. Okay, not as big as I thought. There was too much grass in there, but still a really big fish. Whew. Hopefully this is just one of them. Hopefully the other is still on the ball. Look at that. 30 plus all day. Question is, how far over 30? Let me see. Yeah, I know. Let me see. Okay, let me get the frog. I know. Let me get it. Don't need to get my jaw cranks, because I will. Fine, I'll get him. Alright, you want to keep your mouth clamped shut? I got something for that. Enter the... Oh, good God. Okay, she said she has something for that. And shook that frog right out. Alright, let's do this. Let's do that. Oh, hold on. I'm hooked in the net. I am hooked in the net. Come on. Come on, my guy. We don't have time for this. Look what you've done to yourself. There. Okay, let's do this then. Okay, you go up there. There. That accomplishes the same overall goal. Lay her flat. Now, I accidentally, earlier today, left my phone with its screen on for hours. So I'm on red battery percentage. Bruh. If I lose this because I can't take pictures of my fish, God, will I be heated. Got that. Lay her flat. She'll come in at 31 1/4. Yeah. 31 1/4. Okay.
Now, after much struggle, some self-imposed struggle, by not having my kayak squared away, having slime all over my phone, water all over the front, the phone wasn't focusing, I had gear all over the deck, it was an absolute mess. I spent probably a solid 5 or 6 minutes just getting my kayak back to a state where I could actually continue fishing. But once I did that, I decided to go back after this fry ball to see if I could get the other parent off of it while I held the other snakehead on the lip grippers next to me. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. And at this point in the day, it's about 7:40 p.m. I have a little bit over an hour and 20 minutes to make this happen. And at this point, I am in 3rd place. I'm behind 2 other guys who had 3 fish limits. I knew that if I could just find one more good bite, I could probably pull it out. But it wasn't easy. I had to go through, and I had to use all of the planning and all the satellite recon I did prior to this, rack my brain about these conditions, and execute a plan that was going to put me in contact with another hungry fish on a day where there were not many hungry fish. But sometimes plans come together.
All right, y'all, we got him. We got the one we need. If we can net him, we got the one we need. Holy crap. Come on. Come on, come on. Get in this net. Get in this net, baby. Heck yeah. Oh my God. I am so sorry I didn't have the camera running, y'all. Epic jumps from this girl. Epic jumps. Oh, it's another 30 plus. That's the 3rd 30 plus, y'all. All I gotta do now is get a good photo and check it in without my phone dying, which is no small task. I ain't gonna turn my phone on until I'm ready. Her mouth is holding the frog open. That's helpful. Look at that. That might be the biggest of the day. Yes. Look at that, y'all. That might be the biggest of the day. Yes. Oh, heck yes. Okay. Let's get the board. My kayak looks like I'm going duck hunting. That's how thick the cover I've been in is. I tell you, I've been working for these fish. I mean, I've been working for them. Okay, let's get you out. Put you up here. Okay. Board down. Get her onto the board. You are being surprisingly cooperative. Oh, y'all. Oh, the frog. Okay, the frog's in the way. I was about to say she's gonna touch 33, but no. The frog is in the way. Just be careful doing this. So we need this fish. She's gonna freak out in a minute. Oh, I can see the hooks. I can see the hooks. I think I have one hook in the top, one hook in the bottom. Is that it? There we go. Oh! Well, there go my pliers. What an idiot. Fine. Okay. Unhooking any more fish. There's gonna be a son of a gun without my Cast King pliers. Okay. There she is on the board. Let's turn the phone on. I'm turning my phone off between all my catches because, like I said, I am in the red on battery power. All because I didn't realize I accidentally left my screen open. Just running battery power down. With her flush, she'll come in at 32.5, which I think ties for biggest snakehead. But it doesn't matter because someone else caught a 32.5 first. Unless theirs was 32.25, then I'm good, but let's see. Nose is clearly flush, tag is clearly visible, mark is clearly there. Here we go. Let's submit, y'all. We might have enough battery power to submit, and I do mean might. It is gonna be close. But I snapped the photo. That helps. Now I'll have the timestamp on the photo. While that's submitting, there's that beast. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Heck yeah. Now it's just a game of seeing just how high I can pump this number up with some even bigger fish. Let's find out. Got it. Fish.
Well, folks, as you can see, I didn't give up, not until the very end. And that's one thing I made myself stick to for this tournament, was that I wasn't going to cruise the leaderboard. I was going to fish my game, fish my plan, observe my surroundings, and focus on catching the most and the biggest fish I possibly could, regardless of what was going on around me or on the leaderboard. I tell you what, it paid off. The other thing that paid off was all of the satellite and remote recon that I did. I really didn't get a chance to actually pre-fish this place outside of an hour with my son, where I didn't get anything done at all. And to come out at the other end, to see my plan fall into place with the changing conditions, with the changing time of day, the tides, the sunlight, the shade, the skies, the lure presentation and choice, moving from one cove to a different area to a different cove, changing the types of structure I'm fishing, all of that. When all of that is a conscious decision, and it finally comes out in the end and everything falls into place, God, it's a good feeling. To put in all that work and have it pay off, it's a good feeling. I went home from this trip exhausted but extremely satisfied. So as I discussed before, I'll cover some of the tips that I think helped me here today, so that you can hopefully have more productive days on the water. First things first, bluebird skies for snakehead are rough. I don't care what fishery you're on, 9 times out of 10, probably even 99 times out of 100, if you get there and you have bluebird skies, it's going to be a tough bite. And if you have bluebird skies and a decent amount of wind or high wind, you're going to have a tough time out there. It's exactly what played out here today. I believe there were only maybe 3 or 4 3-fish bag limits checked in for snakehead during this tournament out of a field of 40 competitors. And these are solid snakehead fishermen. I'm telling you, it was tough. So what made me successful? Well, first of all, I planned out where I was going to be and the type of structure I was going to fish according to the tide reports and the tide forecast for this area. I also chose my locations throughout the day based on that tide and based on the amount of sunlight and shade in the area. Because especially on days when you have bluebird skies, shade becomes extremely important. Aside from that, you have got to be hyper aware of your surroundings. You always have to be scanning, looking for movement, because snakehead are sneaky, subtle creatures most of the time. You have to be paying attention to every detail around you to finally locate those fish. And lastly, I guess we'll dive into the gear here. My main rig today was a 7-foot 2-inch heavy extra fast action frogging rod. It's a custom job by Katie Lynn. That was paired with the Cast King Speed Demon Elite bait casting reel. That is the fastest bait caster on the market. And when some of those fish were hooked up and dove down in the grass, me being able to crank that handle and keep that pressure on them could have been the difference between me landing those fish and me not landing those fish. But even beyond my technique out here, something that really helped you have to make sure they have it before you set the hook, and you have to have a good, strong, extremely strong hook set to make sure you land those snakehead with those super hard mounts. Now you can find links to the rest of my gear, be it my kayak from Delaware Paddle Sports or anything else you see me wearing out here, from GoPros to the Naqua batteries powering them, to my NKD 180 trolling motor that came in clutch and got me where I needed to be when I needed to be there. From top to bottom, you can find links to all that in the description. But if you have any questions, anything I haven't covered, feel free to ask me in the comments section. Thanks for joining me on one more adventure, folks. Thanks to VKAE for putting on another great tournament. And I look forward to seeing everybody again at the upcoming VKAE Championship on July 13th. Thanks so much for watching, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. Good luck on the water, and have a good one.